Hi guys, welcome back to the Beehive. If it is your first time here, I really hope you enjoy and join the family. Today we are going to be creating this Halloween look. That's definitely a showstopper for any Halloween party you may have. It does take a little bit of time, but it is definitely worth it. I am a self-taught makeup artist. If I can do this, you can do this with a bit of practice. If you want to take this look to a higher level, you can use neon pigments instead of regular eyeshadow like I have, but it is gorgeous. So let's get down to business. Step 1, we're going to trace the shapes on our face just using a white liner, just as a guideline to help us build this look. So the reason why we want to do this is because we also need an outline of where we can put makeup or we can't put makeup. So our next step is going to be completing the places outside the triangles as normal. You don't want to put any product into the white areas because when we lay down our white, those colors will mix with the white and we won't get a pure white look anymore. So clean up your extra lines. You can use a wet wipe, it's fine. Put your primer and your base and all of that. And we'll begin with the next steps. Okay, so I am back. I put some foundation and powder in the spots outside the white. Yeah, you can see some places I went over the lines. It's gonna happen because you want to make sure all of that area is covered. I'm going to move on to the eyes. So we're going to start with the eyes first, and we are going to be using 3 kinds of palettes because I just find that different palettes have better shades, but this will be our main palette today. This is the NYX Off Tropics palette. As you can see, it has all the colors we need. This red color over here is not red enough for me, so I'll be using the red from the NYX Ultimate palette. This red up here, it's a much better red. I might even use the yellow here, but I probably will use the yellow from the NYX Bright palette. You can see it is a much better yellow compared to the Off Tropics yellow. First things first, we want to start off by priming our eyes. I'm only going to do one eye on camera and the other eye I will do off camera. A big tip for beginners whose first time blending so many colors together, it will help to have a brush for each color. You want to also try to pick up fluffy brushes so that it helps blend more easily. The fluffier the blush, the easier it is to blend with that brush. So I'm going to be using the Fit Me concealer in shade 20. This is a very light shade, which will help the pigment of our eyeshadows be brighter, and it will prevent the eyeshadows from shifting during the day. So you're just going to put some on your eye and you're just going to take the sponge and blend it. So we're going to start off with the blue. I'm actually going to use the blue from the Bright palette, specifically this blue over here. Tap off the excess and we're going to place it in this inner corner on the top. And you're just going to pat down the colors, no swooshing yet. We want to get that pigment on the face. Now once you are happy with that blue, you want to softly blend inwards, just a little bit. Next we go in with our green. We repeat the same process with the green, putting down the pigment and then blended it into the blue and outwards for the next shade. We add our yellow, starting again, laying down the pigments and then blending it together. Blend some of that green into the yellow. And if you feel like you've lost color somewhere, if you feel like your blue's not popping enough, just go and add some more pigment on top of it. Then we want to take orange. I'll be using it from the Phoenix palette. This deep orange shade. And this, we're going to be packing it under the yellow and up into the orange.
Remember, when blending your shades together, you want a very loose hand so those colors mesh together very well.
So I have these 3 brushes that I'm going to use to clean up my lid and to put down my glitter base, and then finally this one to draw on with my water activated liner. So these brushes are just a pack of nail art brushes that I specifically use for makeup. It's very useful, very nice, especially when you're working with detailed work. So I'm just going to use some makeup remover on this, just a little drop. Okay, and I'm just going to clean up under the eye, following my natural crease. I'm going to use some of the glitter glue and I'm going to cut my crease with it. Then you're going to take your glitter and you're going to pick it up. And a good way to pick up glitter is if you wet your brush with some setting spray. It will help pick up your glitter and will prevent the glitter from getting stuck to the brush. So you want to pick it up like so, and you want to pat it on. No swiping, just pat it on.
If you do not have glitter glue as a base, you can use Vaseline. Just be careful because you want that glitter stuck well to your face so that it doesn't fall into your eyes during the night.
And we want to take some of that orange back over the glitter. Okay, next we're going to be using a water activated liner, where we just open it, we spray some setting spray. I usually spray some setting spray into the lid. Just like 1 squirt is more than enough. Coat your brush in the liquid. Once that's nice and wet, put the wet brush into the pot and swirl around. You want to coat the brush in the white. You don't want a very runny consistency. That's why we don't put water straight into the pot. Where the glitter meets the blue, you want to draw a line. To dry. But there you go, this is the one eye done. I will complete the other eye off camera and be right. So the other eye is done. This is where we are so far. Next we want to take the same concealer that we've been using and outline just a little bit on the outer sides of the triangles from the top and bottom, just to get that color going. And yeah, same brushes, same colors, just go for it.
So like we did with our eyes, we lay down some concealer, we use a sponge and we blend it out. Pick up some orange, put the orange on our base, blend it out into yellow. Once we're done with the yellow, we will blend it into green, top and bottom, and then finally the blue. You're going to repeat this on the other side of your face as well.
Cool, now things look crazy. So we're going to take our white eyeliner and we're just going to trace out our triangles, and if we need to clean up on the inside, we're going to use a little brush and some makeup remover to clean up on the inside. And then you can either use white paint, white cream pigment. I'm going to be using white foundation from LA Girl. This is a mixed-in foundation, but I just prefer to use it as white.
This white foundation is very pigmented and very pretty. It is quite wet like normal foundation is, so you want to put it on and let it dry down for a while. We also want to avoid line marks, so you may want to go over with 2 coats. Make sure the bottom coat is dry so you're not moving around that pigment, but it is a very pretty white and it will last a long time. Once the eyes are done, we want to start filling in the mouth area with the same white foundation. I started off by outlining the shape that we had, and then I will get into coloring it. Again, you want to lay that on nice and even and then let it dry for a while. Once it's dry, you want to set it with setting powder just to make sure that pigment lasts and to make sure everything is dry. I'm going in with some purple on my under eye area, so I'm first going to line that area with some purple and drag it out into the orange just slightly. Then I'm going to pick up some pink on a fluffy brush and blend that purple outwards onto the white and into the orange. Cool, now we want to add some eyeliner to our waterline. And we curl our lashes and add some mascara. Like I said earlier, it's very important that you set your foundation. Then you can go on top of that with your eyeshadows. You'll see that they look a lot more pigmented on the white base than they do against your skin. And like we've been doing all over in this look, you want to blend the colors together. This is time consuming, but use your brushes when you're done to go over it all again, just to make sure you get that really good blend. You're going to take some black liner and draw lines from the corners of your mouth to the side of your face. We want to darken the inside of our lips to create that line going across. We want to start creating our teeth by drawing U shapes across the top line and across the bottom. You do not want your U shapes to line up with each other, the top and the bottom, so you want it a bit off center to give it a more teeth-like effect. And this is going to be our outline. Once we're done with the outline, we will begin to color in the holes to create a more teeth-looking effect. So we begin to color in the holes between the U shapes and darken out some of the lines to create more thick teeth and different shapes of teeth. And you just keep doing this the whole way across to really add that definition. Now to add some more definition using that same black liner, we just want to lightly outline the ends of our triangles. And using the exact same liner, I'm going to do a little wing because I feel like it would be very cute with this look. And lastly, I'm going to add the jewels and lashes.
And there you go, a beautiful Halloween look. If you guys liked what you see, please give this video a thumbs up. Leave your comments and thoughts down below. And if you want to join the Beehive, it's never too late to click subscribe. Thank you for watching. Bye. See you next time.